The scene of it's unlike any other in sport. These folks are fired up as their guys are and the Denver fielded near the back of only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll come out. Open things up. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's M.O. right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they
fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. 2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now
an early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He was brought down by Alex.
You know, you play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, but usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now to the air, Locke. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught. Way home for a Broncos score. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
His kick.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7. Jaguars nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Complete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the... Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Judy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
23 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun, he'll hand this off. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown,
A
Jacksonville.
big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Locke to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks. but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
On the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Number 30.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
D.D. Westbrook, an even 90 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lock again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Campbell.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And it drops down incomplete.
It leads to
Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Lindsey on the toss left. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 44, Locke. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy. As the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. This is Geis, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now 3rd down and 6.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Bopo's the mic. Mike's Bopo.
On 3rd down, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go play action here on first down. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Broncos take
Lock, and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at the 20.
44, Mike, 44.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20.
Pick me up. Here we go. Joker. General, relax.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. 70 in.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Lindsey, the ball
But we
carrier.
all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
44's Mike. Check.
To throw on third down. Lock. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't.
Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check. Block 54.
Here's second and 8. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Gain of 31.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Broncos 20. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First and
from the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Here's Lindsey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They run with Geis. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Locke going to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
26. Jaguars 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
For it, and he will. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
3 yards.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 2nd and 13. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And a short gain down to about the 33.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 5 yards on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start. It's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Jaguars first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now they try the right side here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. 21. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Broncos, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.